We've just arrived at the Kylesku Bridge. That's probably not how you pronounce it, but it's how I'm pronouncing it. It's a pretty bloody good view here with the loch and the mountains behind me, and the car park here is a very large car park, and there's even a food van that does really good food. I just had a halloumi bagel and fries and salad and a hot chocolate and an Oreo cake. I haven't finished it all because it was actually very filling. But yeah, if you're driving around the north coast of the NC500 and you suddenly feel a bit peckish like me and you think there's no hope for food, well, there might be hope. Now we are at the start of the walk to the Wailing Widow Waterfalls. As you can see, the car park is just a tiny little lay-by, so if there's more than 2 motorhomes, you'll have to sort of park up behind there on the grass verge, which probably isn't really allowed because I think somebody owns all of this land somehow, or is it Highland Council land? I don't know. I haven't done the research into it. Because it was raining quite heavily the last few days, the path here is quite wet. So yeah, I wouldn't do this in like your standard plimsolls or anything. I've actually put my hiking boots on for this one. The path seems to have finished and the only way is to go over these rocks. So yeah, if you're not an experienced scrambler, let's say, then don't do it. I mean, I'm not experienced, but I've got Gaia, so yeah, we'll just scramble across there, I guess. So the path is literally just like this the whole way up. You just follow the stream upstream, but it's very muddy and rocky, but it's so lovely. We just got to like this really muddy rocky part, and then I saw this view and I was like, wow, it's just absolutely mesmerising. I've literally been stood here for 5 minutes just saying wow, because look at it. I would definitely recommend the walk to come and see the waterfall up close. It's not actually that difficult a walk, it's just it looks more difficult than it is, but me and Gaia managed it fine, and it's definitely worth coming up here to see this crazy waterfall, especially after a lot of rain. But definitely come and check it out if you're a waterfall lover like me. If you can't tell that already, waterfalls make me go crazy, and I'm gonna go and find another one now. Just behind me is Clashnessie Falls. I hope I've said that one correctly. And the walk here from where I've parked, I'll show you where I've parked. It's just up a hill past the phone box, and then there's a wooden sign saying to the falls, and you just follow the route and you go along. I just met some nice local farmer who lives in a huge house just up here, and he said this time last year there was no water in the falls, so I'm lucky that I'm kind of lucky that it rained a lot the last few days, because these waterfalls are absolutely incredible. I thought the Wailing Widow one was awesome, but this is like wow. And just to think, like, people live out here in these rocky hills, like with a view like this. He said the only trouble living next to a waterfall is that you have to go to the toilet many times in the night. The walk for this one is very easy compared to Wailing Widow. It's just along a normal path that's like not paved, but it's not as muddy and rocky as the other one, and then it should take you just to the falls just there. I just won't ever get over Scotland, and like imagine living somewhere like that next to something like this. I'm just always absolutely blown away. Okay, I take back what I said about the path being easy. It seems like we're going to have to cross the stream, walk across the stream, get very muddy. Okay, let's do it. Ooh. It was actually really easy to cross the river. It was like there was strategically placed stepping stones making like a little bridge, so that was quite good. But now this part is absolutely boggy, muddy, so yeah, Good job I got the hiking boots on. Let's try and find the best route across. So it appears that you can get to the waterfall from this route. There seems to be like a rough path, or you can go on the other side there. But I think, I don't know, this looks like the more adventurous way, and the sign pointed this way, and I obey the signs. In fact, it seems like people have forged a few different paths. There, here, over there, all to get to this. I mean, oh god. Ooh. It's very, very boggy whichever path you take. Because all the ground here, it's like this peat. I think it's what it's called. So it just goes very wet. The Wailing Widow waterfall seemed taller, but this one seems like bigger, as in capacity. I don't know which one's technically bigger, but they're both bloody amazing. I'm just in love with waterfalls. I'm just in love with waterfalls. They are the best. I just feel alive. I just feel so alive right now. Like, how can you not be excited by this huge, powerful waterfall in the middle of nowhere in the north coast of the Scottish Highlands? Well, it's actually like northwest now. Driving down single track roads, seeing nobody for miles, and then there's just like a few random houses out here. We still get the Tesco delivery. It blows my mind. Oh my god, what is that? That is like the fattest, is that even real? Ugh. That's like the fattest slug I've ever seen. Look, I don't want to put my hand next to it, but that's my finger. Ugh, gross. We have now arrived at STOER Lighthouse, and here's where you can do the supposedly 3-hour walk to the Old Man of STOER. STOER, I don't know how to say it, I never know how to say anything. But I think I'm not going to do the walk because it's already 6 o'clock, past 6 o'clock at night in the evening. So I'm just going to sleep here for the night, I think. It says it's a £5 donation, so that's perfectly fine if it means, you know, nobody's gonna disturb me or anything. And then tomorrow I think we're gonna try and do a big hike, which will probably end up taking me all day. So I'll just leave the video here for tonight, for today, whatever, because I honestly can't even remember what I filmed with all the waterfall excitement. So I'll leave you with the view, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.